All right. Shalom. We're the Brothers of Great Millstone, the church here in Birmingham, Alabama. And as always, I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there. And as always, you believers. So yeah, we back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And as always, the focal point being Bible prophecy. And Salakia, I'd be remiss to not mention, you see him join with the brother Barak. The Spirit is on us to go into another quick lesson. And, you already know what it is. As always, as mentioned, the focal point is Bible prophecy. And in particular, the focus is over here in the West, America, Babylon the Great. That's pretty much where prophecy would be climaxed. We understand that the Middle East is where the Most High is stirring up everything, but ultimately it's going to be perfected over here in the far West. You know how we know that? Because this is where Yahweh Shai is going to make his grand return, if you will. He's coming to the West. And that's in the book of Matthew. Matter of fact, Matthew 24, I believe around the 25th verse. If you could pull that, it's actually documented. Yahweh Shai gives you a glimpse into his destination, so to speak. He would descend upon America. And you know what? It's heavy. It's the spirit. It pretty much ties into this lesson. As you can see, the title of this sitting, Babylon, which is code for America, would descend into chaos. And it's heavy even calling for this precept because that word West, it captures the very essence of of America. Yep, this is the 27th verse. Yep, you got it.
The book of St. Matthew 24, verse 27, it reads, "For as the lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be."
Right. So now let's click on that word West. Baba Kasha. Now, when you examine his word, it pretty much opens you up to the very being and presence of America, what it symbolized, the science behind the Israelites coming over here in the captivity, pretty much the vibration on the earth as we see all the nations being brought to the board of war. America is the symbol. It pretty much signals the end. That's why you see the sun set over here, man. All that's set up in the spirit. Which a quick fun fact, the sun, right? These devils, what's that, Ezekiel, the 28th chapter, they are wiser than Daniel. They always snooping around, but ultimately it's for our benefit, for the most part. The sun, the temperature of the sun, I forgot what's the number, but we could look it up. It's equal to so many nuclear missiles.
Oh, yeah.
And why would they even make that comparison? First and foremost, why
Right.
But this the thing, when you look at the sunset, it descends and it looked like it is descending into water. If you pull up a picture of the sunset right now, that's the image it always gives you, that illustration of the sun descending into the water. But that's spiritual. That's how the missiles, the heat. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me look up. You know what? Can you look that up?
See how we word
I don't know how we can word it. The temperature.
Yeah, God.
We be slipping around a bit too much.
I forgot how let's see. I think it was nuclear missile temperature as the sun or something like that.
Yeah. Just something like that. It should come up.
AI shit. Okay, damn.
AI gonna force you to
Oh my goodness,
construct
man.
together.
Damn, man. Okay, Con. This the AI overview, and it reads: a nuclear missile explosion can reach temperatures many times hotter than the sun's core,
Mhm.
w- with the hottest point reaching up to 100 million degrees Celsius or more, while the sun's core is about 15 million degrees Celsius.
Okay, so
Um,
yeah, it's a comparison, right? But the sun descending in the west, and pretty much the image it gives you, the illustration is it descending into the water. That's symbolic because really everything is a reminder of the destruction when you tap into the spirit. Even the rain, we done touched on that before. It's a constant reminder. The Lord heavily promotes the destruction. That's a beautiful piece of work, which that act will usher in Yahweh Shah, the deliverer. See? So the West, right? That's where everything climax. Matter of fact, let's go back to that definition, Baba Kashaf.
Con. The definition of the word west, it says the setting of the sun,
Mm-hmm.
the
See?
region of the
See?
sunset.
Yeah, the setting of the sun,
Yeah.
the region of the sunset. So everything is a build up to that moment, which is the destruction. And if you could, do it have anything in the Strongs?
Oh, I got a root. Let me see what the root. To go into, enter, go under, plunged into, to sink in,
Mm.
and the strong
So,
says to go down. Set.
right. Oh,
Mm.
right. So the region of the sunset, it represents a decline. Uh, this is the worst case scenario. I forget what definition we always speak about it.
Oh,
Uh,
like last in rank or something like that.
the lowest and last in rank. I believe that's it might be First Corinthians, the 15th chapter, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
the end, then come at the end or something like.
Yeah, it might be that. Don't quote me on it, but the hindermost parts of the nations, all of these
Yeah,
words, hindermost, uttermost.
I think that's what it is.
You know what? That's what it is.
That's spirit, yeah.
But matter of fact, that's the spirit. If you could pull that up, Baba Kashaf.
Let's see. Con.
America is likened to the credits rolling. Oh, that's why Esau is synonymous with the end. Second Ezra, the 6th chapter. So the nations having dominion in the earth, it comes to an end here. That's why Yahweh Shah said, as the lightning flashed from the east to the west, so shall the Son of Man his coming be, because Yahweh Shah is going to be the segue, so to speak, into the world to come. Yeah, let's see what I think that's it. Well, that's spiritual as well.
Con.
The prophetic for future time. What precept is that?
This is Jeremiah 50 and 12.
Okay, you know what? I believe it might be in you know what? Let me see something.
Oh, the Hindu Moses here.
If we can't track it, don't worry about it. I don't know why I slipped my mind with it. I was pretty sure it was uttermost.
Con. Let me see.
Or it could be that word, maybe last.
Con. It might be last.
Maybe in that
The last enemy. Let me see.
if that's not it, we're gonna move on.
Con. That's it. That's the
That's
spirit.
it.
Yeah. That last. Let me get it real quick.
And it might be the same word also in 1 Corinthians, the 4th chapter, where the apostle set up last. I believe that might be the same word as well, but
Con.
that represents the here and now.
Huh?
Come on, yeah, you can go straight to the word.
Con. That word last. 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Salakia. Con. It says extreme. Last in place or in last in time or in place.
Mm-hmm.
Last in a series of places.
Right, which is dealing with what? The rise and fall of kingdoms and empires. This is what the doctrine entails. This is King's language. That's why you're not going to see us bending over backwards to call in just some random Jake. You're not going to see what's the guy they had out, the R&B Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
No, this is a council of kings, men with ruling class mentality, and that's what the Most High preferred. Remember, when you read the book of Luke, the 12th chapter, the Heavenly Father said, "What it is the Father's good pleasure, or Yahweh Shai, it's the Heavenly Father's good pleasure to give unto you the kingdom." Go ahead.
Last in a temporal succession.
Mm-hmm.
It says last, referring to time of space, the uttermost part.
Right, the uttermost part. America is the perfect setting for expiration, if you will. That word decline. You know what? That reminds me of I believe it's in Jeremiah. I believe you just mentioned, might be in the same chapter. I will roll thee down from the rocks. That's it. That's the very essence of Esau being in power. Is a decline. You see, the region where the sun set. Come on.
This is the end of the earth.
See, and that's the geographical perspective. This the end of the earth right here, over here in America. Come on.
The last of rank, grade of worth,
Mm-hmm.
last, i.e., lowest.
Right. So this is a vivid illustration of America and what's on display here. For an example, you could pull up orange juice in another foreign country versus and we were just looking at that, I forget what drink it was, but the orange juice here, it looks like a chemical it looked like neon bright orange. Right. It looked like some shit right out of Marvel, some super shit, just like the Vault energy drinks and right. So on and so forth. It looked like some shit ooze from the Ninja Turtles. Like a chemical spill, man.
Right.
Then you measure it up to another country and it looks completely different. Why? Because this is the worst in rank, the grade of worth. Everything here is the worst case scenario. Hence the title, The Valley of the Shadow of Death. See, America is the worst case scenario. Matter of fact, you got something? Let's get that real quick. Roll thee down from the rocks. So the experience here is decline. Oh, scriptures keep coming to mind. Proverbs, the 7th chapter. Who go down, Isaiah 30. And Lord, we're going to some of them scriptures. Proverbs 7, I want to say.
Right.
Those who decline unto her ways. So the Lord combated that decline with the erecting of the temple, which is symbolic to being built up, the edification of the scriptures. So as this place descend, and it's descending into chaos, we're going to get into that. We are being elevated. You can read about that in 1 Samuel, the 2nd chapter. Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 25, it reads, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroys all the earth."
Right. That's the so-called white man. Oh, remember, it probably was a year or so back where these devils came up with the great idea to create a reef in the Pacific. I believe it might have was the Atlantic. And they, you know what they came up with, throwing over what I believe so many thousands of tires.
Right.
Tires, man. The same tire, if you burn rubber, if it peel out, you get that smell, you get nauseated. That's an example of this man destroying the earth. He knocked off the ecosystem. There are intemperance, where he overindulging and killing with his hunting. Let that soak in. Hunting season. That's to facilitate Esau, man. Because really, when you go into it, America, and the times where this man was in power, that's really the throne of Cain. That's the throne of Cain, which was Esau. I did a lesson a while back on this, and Lord, I'm gonna try to track that information, and I might do it again if I can find that information. But they had fast food restaurants up in Rome, man. Yeah. They found a lot of archaeologists found menus and shit. And when you consider Esau, basically, he wanted that instant gratification. He wanted that stew before it was through cooking. Yeah. So the physical man, this is Cain's. We went into that a couple of weeks ago. What would Cain do? Was that it? Or how would Cain run a kingdom or something like that?
Right.
Or Esau. This is it right here, man. Come on.
God, it reads, "And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks."
Right, because you have a saying, the king of the hill, which is valid. That's why we're known as Mount Zion. What's that? Isaiah, the 2nd chapter speaks about those who should come up to the mountain to serve the Lord, because you have mountains and valleys. The Lord placed us in the valley, but now the valleys. Oh, that's Isaiah the 40th chapter.
Oh yeah.
Right, the mountains will be turned into valleys, and the valleys will be turned. Right.
Right.
So justice is on display. When you consider a justice scale, as the burden is weighed on one side, it descends, and the burden is lifted off the other side, it raises up. Go ahead.
"And will make thee a burnt mountain."
Right. So chronologically, before this place is a burnt mountain, it would roll down. See? So now, let's click on that. I believe that's a phrase. See something real quick with that roll down.
God. On that phrase, "roll you down," it says to roll away.
Right, roll away. Yahweh Shai spoke about that. If you should say unto this mountain, be ye moved yonder. So the Lord is going to roll Esau away, which would be manifest through his kingdom being moved out of the way. That might be it. You could scroll down and see if it's a root word or something.
The root word, it says to roll, literally or figuratively, commit, remove, roll away, down, together, to run down.
Yeah, so that was you witnessing. You witnessing the decay, the decline. This place is being brought low. You have these retail apocalypse. Just the very fabric of America is being unwoven at the seams. What was looked at as an institution for pastime, whether sports, all this is being compromised now. It just came out. They just busted. Basketball niggas.
Yeah, right. I see that.
Right. Which it was under the banner of prop betting.
Right.
So it's different than just saying, okay, it was like the WWE, this cabal. No, it wasn't that. Right? Because, a nigga couldn't keep that secret. We know guys who went into the NFL. You think that nigga kept that secret? No, man. He'll use that as leverage to blackmail,
Right.
More so with prop betting niggas, where a nigga say, okay, you bet a nigga get 100 yards, and he got his cousin betting against it, and he makes sure he don't get the 100 yards. But that gives you a glimpse, right? That's the decline of this place. That from a small scale, but ultimately, everything that made this place great is being compromised. Now, you know what? We can go back unless you got something. Let's go back to that sunset.
Con, I got something real quick. Just going back to that decline. Book of Isaiah, chapter 24. And in verse 4, it reads, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And so, if I may, just as we see these things on the decline, that's just an indicator that the haughty people is in a decline, which is going back is Esau, man. They're the one that's languishing, which is to droop. Or another definition is to grow feeble. So as we see, as time goes on, as we get closer to the perfect day, this place is becoming more and more withered, but it's just an indicator we really at the end of Esau, That was it on that.
Yeah, that's heavy. That is one of the definitions, grow feeble. Right. Most side, man, the simplicity of Yahushua cold, because what do I mean by that? Just consider life itself. A person grows, the more a person grows, they slump over. That's in the book of, what's that? Ecclesiastes?
Yeah.
The 9th chapter? Is it?
No, the 4th chapter. Yeah, yep.
Ecclesiastes right? 4. Better is a young and wise king, your child, versus an old and foolish king. You see? Because time is time heavy. Time itself permits for change. Time itself signals a decline. So the more you grow old, your body naturally humps over, man. So that's why that definition, one of them is droop and the other one is to grow feeble. It's cold, man. So time is pretty much joined at the hip with prophecy. You see, you don't have the power to stand in front of, what's the day? Thursday. You can't stand in front of Thursday and stop Friday from coming. That's the force of time, man. Yep. Come on, you can. Yep. Let's go back. I just want to examine that a little more and see if it's something I missed.
Con. So like you, going back to that word west, and it says the setting of the sun, the region of the sunset, going into the strong, I mean the root of it. And it says to go into, enter, go under, be plunged into, sink in. On the Strongs, it says to sink, to go down, sit.
Yep. So ultimately, it is a decline. That's basically what America is, and everything it features. It features a decline from reasoning. I mean, everything you could think of, man. It's a decline from the standard. Just look at what you eat, all these different ingredients. I mean, we can go on and on and on and on, with tangible examples that show, that bring light to the spiritual concept. So, that's all we need right there. So you see where everything is a build up to the West. And ultimately, this is the place where everything would descend. And it's going to descend into chaos, just as it was in the deliverance from ancient Egypt. The Lord sent Egypt spiraling. Remember, you know what? Let's go there. Which we got a little information we want to bring out in this lesson to show you the psyche of these people, and pretty much again what America features. It is all about a dissension. This is when the scripture speaks about Esau being brought low, as we just read, being rolled down. This is the manifestation of it right here in America, which again will be perfected with this place literally being brought into that scripture speaks about that great sacrifice. That pit, you're gonna see why is a pit, why is a valley, which is a low. The Lord is gonna physically bring it low. See? But the maturation starts here. All right, so real quick, Joel, the first chapter, Baba Kashar. Now you see that heading right there, the devastation of locusts. Now, what I want you to do, scroll down here. It's on down, maybe around okay, this is what we want right here. Starvation and drought. Now, when you read Joel, the first chapter, right? When you go into the commentary, really, it's based upon a part of the commentary says a warning to Israel's children and their children. So this is prophecy we're dealing with. For an example, when you read over to the next chapter, it illustrates what? The destruction. It goes into the missiles, right? But see, now we see here where chronologically before the climax of that work where the Lord would bring forth, which will be the destruction, it would be a series of events. And one heavy blow from the Most High would be starvation and drought. You know what, before we read this, let's just pull up what we got.
God.
They're dramatizing more, it's much
God.
because the scripture is beautiful. I mean, this is a realm. This is an experience, which clarity is nothing like clarity, man. Clarity calms you down. The unknown, you get anxiety and all that. Right? That's why you have to get like some people, they might get a diagnosis then they might even go as far as getting a second opinion. Why they do that? Because the understanding, it calms you down, man. All right, come on.
Con, this is from notthebee.com, and it reads, welfare recipients go viral for freakouts over losing food stamps. And it's just a series of clips. People ranting. Matter of fact, let's see.
Nigga Matt, man, they cut that nigga stamps, man. Come on.
It says the big beautiful bill passed earlier this year by Congress and signed into law by Trump creates new work requirements for able-bodied adults. In order to continue receiving tax dollars for SNAP benefits, individuals must work or train for at least 20 hours per week. Let me see. Let me grab a few of these clips.
Now you see, it's a series from all different walks of life. The different faces of America, Babylon the Great, man. Come on.
Con. Oh shit. You able to hear this? It's like, can you hear that? It ain't even giving no sound. Hold up.
I heard some on my end at first.
You did?
Yeah. Come on. Like I should have said, I gotta give it. My bad.
So like.
Oh no, now I can't hear it.
Say it again, now.
No, I can't hear it now.
Okay, Con. Let me see.
But again, while the brother, tracking that, man, the scriptures is powerful, man. It basically narrates what we are witnessing right now. Basically, the Lord sent a decree, an ordinance from the heavens that assured that this place will fall, and it was subtle as this word. That contributed to that east wind. Where the Lord sent that east wind to Egypt, and that east wind brought in the plagues. So now when you fast forward to this present life, the here and now, the east wind is being channeled through us. What's that? First Ezra, the first chapter, where the Lord said he would raise up prophets from the east. You see, so the east wind in this lifetime starts with the word going forth, but it will climax with the missiles. And that proves that the west is the destination. That's where prophecy is going to be perfected. Look, America is a heavy place, man. America heavy. Scriptures promote. America is really the most prominent place in the scriptures. Because, outside of the kingdom, of course, but America is prominent. You know how we know that? Because all these other kingdoms was in samples of America. Assyria, spiritual Sodom and Egypt and Nineveh and so on and so forth. See? Come on.
My kids have not eaten in 5 days. It is the taxpayer's responsibility to take care of my kids.
Trump done cut no food stamps off.
If you're poor, don't have kids, okay? If you're struggling, don't.
Yeah, man. I mean, you see why the Lord won't do it, man.
Oh, you got it out. Salaki.
So like I said, you see why the Lord see why Yahweh Shemashah gonna bring forth destruction upon 2/3, man. A nigga all proud and shit, and you leaning on E for certain benefits. Now the shit being cut off. Now a nigga want to react, man.
And I'll show you right there where your energy at. That's who you dedicated to, Esau. For you to respond like that. See? Like if you're invested in something, then you're gonna respond a certain way. Come on.
Don't have kids. Don't bring more in. If you already have them, that's another situation. If you don't have them, don't bring any in. And if
hey, this is counsel. This bitch Salaki, she giving counsel, man. Right? That's why the scripture say decline not unto her ways, and talking about America. Because the BS on display here from just some grimy nigga in front of, doing a live to these institutions and universities that's dedicated to higher learning, college, if you will, is nothing more than the lower regions of Babylon, man. It keeps you suppressed. Your mind is a low level. So she said, just don't have kids because, and she figured that was a sound. But you see what's instigating it. Food. We've been going into this for years, man. The famine. Right? What's that? Lamentations, the 4th chapter. Come on.
And if you have two, don't go having another one. If you have one, don't go having two more.
So they say 2 million is getting cut off this month for the scamps. I'm about to go find out if I'm in that number, in that ratio.
It's been day 5, and I have not received no.
Right there, man. That's a simple nigga right there, man.
Yes.
And when you do find out you in that race, then what? Like she's stepping, you know what I mean?
Right.
Come on.
Food stamps. My disability checks is on hold. My cash benefits is not coming no more. They're still pending. It is the taxpayer's job to pay for my kids to eat and for my kids to be taken care of. I have over 2,000 followers on TikTok, and I can't get not one person to send me 50 cents. If you're watching a video and you can't send me nothing, I'm blocking you.
Damn it. There's a lot of these videos that shit get you 38 too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, your blood pressure.
Just find out there's no EBT next month.
Like, yeah. Yeah.
Right? I'm going to say this. The Lord, we here to experience this. Right? The Lord will be justified in his sins and his doings because all of you people deserve it. See? And it's no coincidence the Lord gave them the platform, right? You got your own channels, and that's a marvel right there. Remember back in the days, the only time a motherfucker was on TV outside of entertainment, movies, sitcoms, was the news, the local news, or even now you got a grimy nigga just out of St. Louis somewhere. Nigga just upload and talk shit. The Most High set that up. It gives you a glimpse into the mind of the people, man. And they really condemn themselves. What's that, Matthew the 12th chapter? By thy words.
Yep, that's it.
Come on,
Next month. My heart. There's no EBT next month. What is this pumpkin man doing, bro? Why the fuck we gotta start on Thanksgiving? Are you dead ass, pumpkin man? It's like, yo.
If I may.
Yeah. I was just thinking, but that's another thing. I don't know if you're finna make mention of that. The whole Thanksgiving thing.
That's it, Kyle.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead.
I was just to say that's right. Everything right on time, man. Because going back, as you mentioned, the energy where these niggas put their energy and invest in, that's why they're reacting. Because Thanksgiving coming up, slack.
Well, the Lord is breaking. What's that? Deuteronomy, the 12th chapter. That's one.
Yeah. Oh man.
The Lord is wet. The Lord said, break their idols or something like that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, get that real quick, Baba Kishar, and follow it up with King Asa.
God.
because what we're doing is pleasing in the sight of the Lord. And there's nothing that we should take credit for. No, the Lord just used us as the vessels. This is an honor to expound on the thoughts of the Lord, man. See? So the Lord positioned us to pretty much channel his intents into the earth. If that makes sense.
Huh?
This is an honorable work when we declare the downfall, collapse, and destruction of America, and pretty much the wicked. Yep, so we can get this first.
Con, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12 and verse 3, it reads, "And ye shall overthrow their altars, and break their pillars, and burn their groves with fire."
Right. You know, for spiritual, this scripture viewed through spiritual lenses is manifest physically through us. So we keeping the commandments. When we overthrow their altars, break their pillars is their strongholds. But something as subtle as this word, that's, you know why that nigga venting? Because the word out. See, that's a reality. The reality of people bugging out and perplexity settling in is because the word out. You see? And symbolically, we're overthrowing altars, which altars is where you make sacrifices. That's where the Thanksgiving come in as well. You can't make that sacrifice, because niggas make sacrifices for Thanksgiving. Niggas stunt with them stamps. They can overdo the Thanksgiving. See? And also we burning their groves. The groves really represent these churches. And we hewing down graven images. Now remember when you read the book of, what's that? Is that Hosea 5 and 6? I have hewn them by what? The mouth of the prophets. And ultimately, we destroying the names of them out of this place. Even physically, the names God and Jesus. You have people that can see into the fact that, nah, and they might say it's Yeshua or something, you know. But nevertheless, we breaking down the strongholds that have dominated the minds of the people. See? And that's pleasing in the sight of the Lord. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick.
Con. The book of 1 Kings, chapter 15 and 11, it reads, "And Asa did that which was right in the eyes of the Lord, as David his father. And he took away the Sodomites out of the land."
And that's what we're doing through the Spirit. Not as if we physically hunting down. No, through speaking and being sincere, or we went into what's really sincerity. Well, not what's really, but let's say it like this. If you ain't angry, genuinely, like if you don't genuinely daydream, you know how you have a motherfucker daydreaming of taking the last shot in the NBA final. If you ain't daydreaming of seeing a homo seeing a wicked motherfucker get put to death, then that means you ain't sincere. Now, I'm not saying all day, every day you consume, you know, but it better be moments where you want to see a baby put to death, or even a stricken in age, man.
Oh, yeah.
If not, that means you're not sincere. Or what's the account? Phineas. The acts of, what's the lesson? The zeal of Phineas.
Phineas, yeah.
Yep, come on.
Con, it says, "And he took away the Sodomites out of the land."
I almost said the acts of Phineas. Yep, come on.
"And remove all the idols that his fathers had made."
See that? So that pleased the Lord. He took away the Sodomites out of the land and removed all the idols. You see? All right, so come on.
Con.
And that's what we're doing. Again, in essence, the ministry itself is hewing down the strongholds here in America. That's why brothers' channels getting taken down with no explanation, and because the word is consume and eat. All right, you got it up.
God.
Oh, he just said you gotta like. Why the fuck there's no EBT next month? Why the fuck November though? It couldn't be January, Feb, March. Why the fuck does it have to be November? Why November? Yo. How the fuck am I supposed to afford groceries? How the fuck am I supposed to afford groceries if you gotta suffer on Thanksgiving too? We were supposed to eat better today. Now we gotta starve today. Guys, I'm just finding.
Fuck. Let me see. You know the Lord, the famine is fit for this fat nigga right here, man.
Hey, yo, Trump, you a New Yorker, man. Don't do us New Yorkers like that, you heard?
Oh,
nah, but
you can't reason with a nigga like that, man. Just right, the onset of this nigga presentation. See the low. You a New Yorker. This pastrami.
Right,
this nigga here, man. Yeah, this nigga want a pastrami.
God.
Hey, but the Lord effective, man. The Most High, how about some outside? Because guess what? He designed you. You can't go on a strike. You could say you're going on a strike for food, but nigga, you sneaking around eating chips, but nobody looking. Even if you try to. Why? Because your body is designed to eat. And as y'all went into earlier, you got prisoners of fear. You people prisoners of the famine. Right now, you're being escorted to the jail, the famine jail. And you're going to be a prisoner of it. You're being escorted to it now. And you're going to be a prisoner of it. You ain't going to be able to break out of that jail of famine. See? Come on out.
serious? If you deny the whole America food stamps, bro, it's going to be a problem. Walmart, get ready. New York City, we got Seatown, Pioneer, Key Food. Get ready.
Hey,
oh,
yeah. You can't under or overlook or understate or overlook either way that a lot of these can be provocateurs and
right. Mm-hmm.
But that really don't matter. What we pushing is this is the vibration. Or we always going to that. You have figureheads. Hey, because you might have someone who let's say like Osama bin Laden, he could be a CIA operative or any other person that was set up by America, but he still have sympathizers who are sincere to the cause. Uh-huh. So even if this might be a provocateur or whomever, which I say that this nigga serious. This nigga right here, man, they got the Bronx. But let's say with that being the case, because we know there's going to be a lot of that. Esau is going to take these opportunities. I believe that was Churchill. Never let a
good crisis.
Good crisis go to waste.
Uh-huh.
So that's the very essence of a cunning hunter. But let's say with that being the case, you still got people who a nigga smoking one say, yeah, you right. Walmart, that's the answer. See? But what's the point? It's just the vibration. That's what's in the air. Prophecy is in the air. So we ain't got to go through all the peel back every vet. No, this is a result-driven game over here. We said it was going to happen, it's happening. I don't care how it got there. See? And once that food ain't there, you niggas going to be hungry anyway. And that go back. We're gonna go back to that Jeremiah 1 after we run through these series of clips. Come on.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get lit. BJ's, Costco's, get ready. Fuck is wrong with you? You think we just gonna stay still? Hell no. Hell no. For a fact. Excuse me. If they take EBT, what you doing? You don't know. For me, but we gonna loot. We gonna get fucking crazy, right? TikTok
emotionally into it, man.
Yeah. It's sick, man.
Yeah.
Beef, that shit.
That nigga got the game paused. Didn't want everybody to hear this bitch ass nigga. Come on out.
Jump. Okay, here go another one.
You know what? Since you want to take food stamps away, I'm going to fucking Walmart. I'm going to rack up any damn Walmart, throw this shit right in the basket. I'm going right about that bitch. Move, get the fuck out of my way. I'm not paying for a damn thing. Y'all got me fucked up. I ain't getting a food stamp on EBT. Oh, watch this. Watch this. I'm about to, it's about to be some bullshit. It about to be some shit. I'm about to go in that bitch masked up. You hear me? Masked up. Racking every damn thing up off the damn shelf, throwing that shit in the basket, walking clear about it. Well,
that's like Asian vibe. That nigga was doing 25 years, man. Right? And
right.
This nigga look like the nigga from down in Montgomery, is it? The rap nigga out of Alabama.
Oh, yeah, Brazy.
Brazy, yeah. He was doing time with Brazy, man. They probably told him, hey, bro, we're going to knock off that time, go out there, we need you to push this.
I can see that.
Yeah, you can see that. Because he landed up. You got your face on camera, you know what I mean? But ultimately, what's moving that needle? The famine, man.
Right.
And we know that there's man-made causes to the famine as well. Really, that's what it is. Remember Bill Gates? We ain't forgot about you, man. Remember what that was, 19, where he bought up over so much of the farmland,
right?
And he torched all the fields and killed all the livestock. You're gonna feel the repercussions of that later on, because when you consider farming is a seasonal game, you can't say, we'll start farming. Nope, you got to start a certain time of year, and then you get the harvest on the back end. But Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, the scripture speaks about he who soweth with the sickle or something like that, that goes into the farmers. So the famine coming, but the reaction from the famine and other things is gonna bring chaos. Thus the title of the lesson, man. So you see where everything is going according to plan. The counsel of the Lord stands. Come on out.
God.
And Chris is coming up, and y'all gonna take away nigga EBT? Oh nah, y'all got the game really fucked up. Y'all got the game fucked all the way up, son.
Don't put it past. You're a simple nigga too now. If you had to force me to bet it, I'd bet the latter. That's just a simple nigga, man.
Yeah, God. Right.
Come on.
Watch this. Y'all think I'm playing? Watch this, you heard me? Watch this. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. I'm gonna go in that Walmart with a basket, and I'm gonna rack all kind of shit. I'm gonna throw this shit in the basket. I'm gonna walk right about that bitch. Put this in the car. Phew, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. Gone. I'm out of there.
If I made it, the only thing nigga gonna be getting raiding is fucking chips and cookies and all shit that's not even nutritional, man.
Right.
Nigga, shit, you still hungry after, man.
Nigga smoke one.
God. Oh, damn. And if I may too, when you look at these like how they entitle some of these clips, they try to like, of course, this simple nigga, he just let you know what was up, but you'll have certain, well, as you can see, they say they're not threatening to murder grocery store staff. But when we read it, when we watch it, you'll see that she ain't even a threat, but they just trying to.
If 42 million people are at risk of not receiving their EBT benefits in the month of November, I don't think that the grocery store staff should be risking their lives for a bag of groceries.
So that you can see that how they trying to put it at like she was threatening, like it's a threatening type of thing.
Right.
But ultimately, these people are gonna be their lives gonna be at risk. You know, when a nigga lose it, you know, a brute beast. Like that sneaker commercial, you know, you're not you when you're hungry, you know. But you can see the face of the reaction from this is Jake, man.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like the temperature. They creating the temperature, you know.
Right. Now this clip made that shit got me so pissed. I don't even want to watch this shit. This is a good one right here. Yeah, this is loud, in dub. You know what I mean? Just fit for the famine, man. But this is a great one right here.
Man, I don't know if you saw the video. The old nigga woman. She like.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man.
She like, yeah. I don't understand racism. When you get to heaven, it's gonna be a fucking nigga, man. See, we here to be vexed. That's almost like a rite of passage, but that's a form of you being sincere, man. These other groups, they not really vexed, man. They found a niche here in America, and they cool, man. See, but we vexed. Remember 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, what was counted as a badge of honor in a sense was Lot being vexed. As the scriptures say, delivered just Lot. And it going on to say, being vexed. See, that pretty much put him in a certain light with the Most High. All right, come on.
And people are going to start, I'm telling you, this is going to be a thing. People are going to start, instead of stealing groceries from the stores, they're going to start watching people go to their cars. And they're going to take all of their groceries. And you know what the store going to do? Not our problem. Not our business. It's outside the store. They didn't do it in the store. It's not our property. Call 911. Call the authorities. Make a report.
I mean, she acting as if that's some profound. They'll do that anyway, man.
Right.
It ain't their business no way. But yeah, you can see, you know, it's almost like a flip of the coin. It looked like it got a lot of agent overtone to it to incite the people and to give them ideas, you know, to set the stage. But also, you can see the simplicity, you know, based upon the countenance and you people, your reaction. The Lord will put the spirit on you just to do it anyway. Because why are you prisoners of prophecy, man? Or to come up with, no, that's the only thing you got because you don't got your house shot. You ain't got a solution to these evils. So whether it's the food shortages, whether it's power outages, human nature tends to turn you into a beast. Or they show you that in that Twilight Zone. Remember where they had the report of the missiles coming? And the neighbors who was cool with each other for all those years, they had to go to card parties. They turned to brute beasts. They turned on each other. See, but we've been civilized, so to speak, by the word. It creates anticipation. When you anticipate something, then you're going to fare much more better than those who don't see it coming. See, Proverbs 22, a prudent man foreseeth to even hide himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Come on, you know what? I mean, unless if there's anything just jump out to you anymore, we can.
No, that was pretty much gonna be the last one I was gonna play anyway. I mean,
yeah.
To it.
So that's pretty much. Oh, I saw it was this Edomite or perceived to be Edomite. He from Alabama. Is a video. I started to send that video to you, but he was going to pretty much the same topic in a sense. I didn't know he was from Alabama. He was like one of these prepper, woke, in the category of a Dabu 777 guy.
Mm.
And he was going into this panic freakouts, right? These motherfuckers who hearing the report of the evils, and their response is just to lose it. But you know why? Because you don't have a future. When a person ain't got a future, they'll crash out. See, we got a future. The Lord showed us the future. It's something beyond America. But you people put all your stock into it. So you said, look, I'm gonna compromise everything. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna crash out. Yep, come on. We can go back to that Jeremiah 1.
God. Con, did you want me to start? What about? Did you want me to start?
Started the 15th verse.
Con, the book of Joel, chapter 1, verse 15. It reads, "Alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come."
See that word destruction popping up? Because that's what the Lord promotes through the scriptures. Even certain accounts that physically happened, you can cross-reference certain dates and pressure points, and you say, "Oh shit, that was a reminder of the destruction. That was the appetizer." Go ahead.
Is it not the meat cut out before our eyes?
Read that again.
Is not the meat cut off before our eyes?
Right, and the meat that's dealing with the food. Go ahead.
Yeah, joy and gladness from the house of our power.
Go ahead.
The seed is rotten under their clouds. The garners are laid desolate. The barns are broken down, for the corn is withered.
Right, and when you fast forward to the here and now, this is what's important, the here and now. You see that taking place. Why? Because it's decreed. So when we in a time where everything is withering, you brought that out in Isaiah the 24th chapter. See? So when something is withering, then the diagnosis is going to die. Come on.
How do the beasts groan?
And that's what you're witnessing. Right? The people beginning to groan. See? Go ahead.
The herds of cattle are perplexed.
Oh, Luke the 21st chapter. Because when you read that chapter starting at around, I want to say, is that the 25th verse? It climaxed to what? Yahweh returning. But prior to that, it tells you how the seas and the waves will be roaring. You see? Meaning it's going to be a heavy spirit of perplexity in the earth. A lot of complaining. And again, I mentioned it through the spirit. That's why the setting is perfect. You got motherfuckers with YouTube channels. People can voice their opinion now. You got blogs, motherfuckers drop comments. That's an example of the cattle groaning, man. Come on.
It says, because they have no pasture.
See, because they have no what?
No pasture.
No pasture, man. Click on that word pasture. What do the cattle do in the pasture? They eat, man. So you see where the science, the famine is a strategic move from the Most High. You might have to go a little deep into it, maybe.
The Strong's, it says feed in place.
Yep.
Go to the. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one too. But you can dig a little deep.
In the root. Slacking. It says to pasture, 10, graze, feed. 10, pasture, to shepherd, of ruler, teacher.
Now, you know what's heavy about that? You can flip that twofold. Like, just say if you want to expound on feed my sheep, that proves that that's through the act of teaching. So spiritually, we being fed, but then physically, the Lord is going to take away. You're not going to be nourished. You see? I think that's all we need right there. Yep, the point is what feeding, grazing. So that's what the cattle do in the pasture, man. But now you see where the cattle is going to grow because the pasture is taken away. We right here. The Lord got the cruel Lord over it. So it's going to go through, man. And let's say for some reason, everything regains its footing, right? Then you get your stamps or whatever. It's still going to happen a little later, man. All right, so yeah, that's all we need. I can listen. Anything else jumped out to you?
God, I'm gonna go back. It says, how do the beasts groan? The herds of cattle are perplexed because they have no pasture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the flocks of sheep are made desolate.
See that? And the flocks, the cattle, the beasts, they all symbolize people. But that's a sure shot way to bring, matter of fact, let's get that. I mentioned it earlier, Lamentation 4, we ready to close up. This is strategic. This is a sure shot way to bring perplexity. Food shortages. See? Especially when you consider America. Oh, I forgot to mention Revelation, the 18th chapter. Scriptures say the joy is turned to mirth. And in that same breath, it said what? Because of, oh man.
All right, go on.
What that word, scarcity.
Oh yeah, that because of it says famine. I think it says famine.
Oh, yeah, it says famine. It says famine.
Yeah. Yep.
It says joy is turned to mirth. It said that the Lord gonna send the famine.
Right.
So now we just read the Lamentation, the first chapter. The meat is gone and the joy, etc. See? Because that's why you hear the saying, enjoy the fruits of your labors. Because when you eat, that's really the happiest you are. You might not know that, you kind of overlook that, but really your body, that's when you're happy, man. If you ever notice a kid, when they eat, they go to humming. Yeah, go ahead.
God, the book of Lamentation, chapter 4, verse 9, it reads, they that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
See that? So that proves right there that that's a strategic move. The Lord said, look, if you get slain with the sword, that's better than being slain with hunger. Go ahead.
For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field.
See, because it's a psychological overtone in dying of hunger. Why? Because you can actually remember the stuff that you desire. That adds to the torture. You can remember the texture and all that is in your mind. So it's better to die of just being slain versus pining away by way of being stricken of hunger. And this is why one of the rewards of waiting on Yahweh Shai is you're going to eat. What's that? I believe it's Isaiah 65.
That's it.
My servant shall eat. You see? So, this is going to contribute to America descending into a chaotic place. Because you can't play it off. You can't stunt when you're hungry, man. That's going to draw out the sincere. We've been touching on that. You're going to be sincerely hungry and perplexed and desperate, right? You're going to be brought to shame. The Lord said we won't be shamed. See? But those who put not their trust in the Holy One of Israel, guess what? You're going to be shamed. So yeah, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there, and as always, you believers. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.